to be there,
Louisville.
in my opinion, before them.
Well, I'm just talking about where I think they'll end up at the end of the season. And I think Clemson will be there. I think they'll win the ACC. And then I think Ohio State's your favorite. I think they're the best coach team.
All right,
They've got
give me
the
your 1, 2,
experienced
3
quarterback.
right now.
And
1, 2, 3.
Ohio State, Clemson, Alabama.
Mine are Ohio State, Louisville, and Alabama.
All right.
Mine exactly as Tom Schmitz.
You got,
Louisville.
Okay, something's wrong with that then.
you guys have Louisville this Saturday over Clemson.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. Might be the best team in the country. That's a round table. Stay tuned. Coming up next, hopefully. Thanks for Tom James. Hang around. Terry Bradshaw, hopefully in the house next right here on Buddy Sports Page.
1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA.
The Source.
There's a car accident in this country every 5 seconds. That's why Allstate thinks it's time for an entirely different kind of car insurance, with features like accident forgiveness and a safe driving bonus. It's called Your Choice Auto, and it's only from Allstate. Are you in good hands?
You deserve better. Sign up for Your Choice Auto from Allstate. Call the McDonald Agency today at 622-2333.
Features are optional and subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Insurance, Northbrook, Illinois.
Nestled in the heart of horse country, just off I-75 exit 354, the award-winning and newly refreshed Howard Johnson Inn of Ocala invites you to pamper yourself in one of our comfy guest rooms. Enjoy our free and fast Wi-Fi, heated outdoor swimming pool, 24-hour fitness center, and our deluxe continental breakfast. Other on-site amenities include a restaurant, putt-putt golf, and a car wash. Go happy, go Hojo at the Howard Johnson Inn of Ocala, proud sponsor of Friday Night High School football on WOCA, The Source.
Are you in the process of planning your wedding reception? Or are you planning that birthday party for someone special? Or maybe you're just looking to throw a party for yourself? Are you in charge of this year's company outing and looking for something fresh and fun to do? Well, KT Entertainment is your answer to all those questions. We provide music, trivia, and karaoke for everybody's enjoyment. If you would like to get in touch with KT Entertainment and find out about our competitive prices, call us at 352-512-2611. That's 352-512-2611. Or you can find us on the web at kt4fun.com. That's KT, the number 4, fun.com. So remember, whether it's a wedding reception, a party, or a company outing, it's KT Entertainment for all your karaoke, trivia, or musical needs.
Fox News Radio, I'm Jane Metzler. Most polls and pundits gave her the win.
Hillary Clinton had one question for her Tar Heel supporters.
Did anybody see that debate last night?
Clinton said she separated herself from her opponent, Donald Trump, on the basis of what she called an old-fashioned principle.
That if I'm asking for your vote, I should tell you what I want to do.
Fox's Gernal Scott reporting, noting Clinton gave a polished performance. House Speaker Paul Ryan adding,
I think Donald Trump gave a unique Donald Trump response to the status quo. I think he gave a spirited argument, and I think he passed a number of thresholds which showed that for, 90 minutes? For 90 minutes, he could go toe-to-toe with Hillary Clinton.
Congress, meantime, has until midnight Friday to pass a short-term spending bill to avoid a government shutdown. Democrats want money included to address the Flint water crisis. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Focus. You need it to run a business, so don't let legal questions distract you. Use LegalZoom instead. Things like lease agreements and employment laws get complicated, but they're part of running a business. That's why LegalZoom built a network of independent attorneys in 48 states. You can rely on them for the legal details without paying by the hour, since LegalZoom isn't a law firm. So focus on growing your business and use LegalZoom for the legal stuff. LegalZoom. Legal help is here.
A home burglary happens every 13 seconds. Ring Video Doorbell has been proven to stop burglaries before they happen by allowing you to see and speak to anyone at your door using your smartphone from anywhere. And now you can build a ring of security around your entire home, adding Ring's wireless weatherproof stick-up cam. With Ring, you'll know anytime anyone steps onto your property. For a limited time, listeners to this station get up to $150 off the Ring of Security kit. Go to ring.com/info. That's ring.com/info.
Council. Iran. They still chant death to America. They reportedly paid up to $1,000 for each U.S. soldier killed. Our own State Department lists Iran as a leading state sponsor of terrorism. They threaten to kill us, and they want us dead. Yet Patrick Murphy supports the dangerous nuclear deal that releases billions of dollars to Iran and puts them on a path to get nuclear weapons. Patrick Murphy supports this deal with Iran while Iran brags about restoring its nuclear program and continues to test ballistic missiles. A path to nuclear weapons and billions of dollars for a global sponsor of terror? Patrick Murphy and a nuclear Iran. We can't take that risk. Say no to Patrick Murphy. Senate Leadership Fund paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.senateleadershipfund.org.
What you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Men who kiss their wives every morning before work, they lived 5 years longer and earned 25% more than men who were less affectionate. Women with at least 10 close friends were 4 times less likely to die from cancer than those who had no close friends. What's the germiest thing in most kitchens? Well, surprisingly, it's not the kitchen sink because it gets cleaned regularly. What we really need to worry about is the fridge.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
There's a car accident in this country every 5 seconds. That's why Allstate thinks it's time for an entirely different kind of car insurance, with features like accident forgiveness and a safe driving bonus. It's called Your Choice Auto, and it's only from Allstate. Are you in good hands?
You deserve better. Sign up for Your Choice Auto from Allstate. Call the McDonald Agency today at 622-2333.
Features are optional and subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Insurance, Northbrook, Illinois.
Back on Buddy Sports page, Tom James, Tom Schmitz, Terry Bradshaw may join in progress, may not. He has some personal things he's dealing with right now, so we'll hear from him later, or we'll hear from him later in the week. We're talking college football.
He's in the chicken coop again. That's where he's at. He's in the chicken coop.
No doubt. I was up in Gainesville today, and happened to be up there seeing Coach Spurrier getting some books taken care of for the American Cancer Society that were signed over at Gateway Bank. Thanks to everybody who did a great job over there.
Somebody asked me about that real quick. Somebody asked me today at lunch, is there still books available at Gateway Bank to purchase?
No.
They are not.
All gone and all signed, and we delivered them to the bank today. And those who did get signed books and paid extra because of the American Cancer Society, they are going to be there. So tomorrow when you go into the bank, we delivered them today. They'll be there for just ask Kristen or whoever where the books are, and they're signed up. It's a trip watching him sign.
Do they have
up.
That includes our book, actually.
Do they have any? Do they have any? Because I know Barnes and Noble had a few that were still available that had a signature.
I don't know
in them,
about Barnes and Noble yet, but we'll find out. But anyway, he signed those books. And by the way, I'm sorry for those people who put long messages in there. He's not going to write those long messages. I remember you from the 4th grade. You always told me that,
some people put paragraphs in there.
It's going to be good luck, Sam, go Gators to Steve. Sorry, that's how it goes. But anyway, we're standing there, and this guy walks by, and Jennifer Wagner was standing there from the public relations.
Right.
This guy walks by in the hallway, and Steve looks at him and oh, hey, Mr. A.D., Scott Strickland, the athletic director, walked by, and of course he is. I guess it was announced today. I'm assuming
it was announced today.
Yeah, and I don't. All I know is what I hear and read, and that I
the president officially announced Scott Strickland as the AD at the University of Florida earlier today.
Yeah, and by the way, Jeremy Fuller was asked about it. He said he's a real guy, a real person. He's going to fit. He's going to be perfect. Foley on the record is saying. Perfect.
Wow. That's
he does
quite
have Jeremy upstairs, by the way, to go talk to.
That's quite the endorsement. How old is Strickland? Do we know?
I don't know. We look it up. I'm going to say 43, 44. I'm just going to take a shot here.
That's a good age.
They have really if you look at their facilities out there in Stark Vegas, have you been out there lately? I was out there 6 years ago. They've done an amazing job, but they got the biggest video ball I've ever seen, and their facilities are spectacular. This is Mississippi State.
Sure.
Used to be on the bottom of the league. They put Florida to shame now, what they're doing in their facilities. So Scott Strickland must know something because he did a heck of a job out there.
He's 46, born in 1970.
Okay, yeah. If you got his bio there, go ahead and read it.
He's from Jackson, Mississippi. His alma mater is Stark Vegas.
Vegas. Dark Vegas.
He was assistant AD at Tulane, Baylor, associate AD at Kentucky, senior associate AD at Mississippi State, AD at Mississippi State, and now the present AD at the University of Florida. And before taking the job today, he doubled his salary from $500,000 by taking the job today from $500,000 to $1 million, and that bonus could increase to 1.4 with incentives.
Well, we talk about that kind of job. What is it? CEO is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And they had an option. Remember we talked earlier to somebody about what kind of AD. I talked to two people at over in Spurrier's party. One was Joe Oliva, by the way, from LSU, oddly enough, and another guy, the athletic director for the Georgia Bulldogs, said, what would they be looking for here? And they said, well, they can go one of several ways. Okay. They can go administrator, they can go football man, they can go someone who can raise money, they can go personality like Lynn Swan, whatever. And so what they did do, they went for a real AD.
Yeah. Are you ready for this? Now, this is a name you'll remember, buddy. Tom, you may have a hard time remembering this, and so did I, but he's the son-in-law of legendary Mississippi State basketball legend, Bailey Howell.
Remember Bailey Howell very well.
How about that? He's Bailey Howell's son-in-law.
Bailey Howell, one of the first headlines I ever wrote in my newspaper career was Bailey Howell goes gunning tonight. That was the one I was like, that's 50 years ago.
He's oversaw nearly $140 million in facility improvements at Mississippi State. He's seen a significant increase in the Bulldog Club membership and donations, and at MSU Athletics achieved its highest ever Learfield Directors Cup finish, 44th. That's the highest of any school ever from the state of Mississippi.
Let me ask Tom a question. What are you going to do now about your coaching situation out in L.A. now that your head coach has already been hired?
Well, you got to ride it out. You basically have to take your medicine.
I'm saying Ed Orgeron is available.
Yeah. You know what? If you're USC, you got to take your medicine. You've made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
You've made a mistake with your athletic director. Lynn Swan is a great Trojan, okay? He has no experience as an administrator. He has no experience.
Being AD.
He has no experience running something. He has no experience as an athletic director. He played football at USC, and he was great. So it remains to be seen how that works. But you had Pat Hayden come in, and who's a great man and also a great Trojan.
Wasn't he a Rhodes Scholar too?
Rhodes Scholar, but just made poor decisions as a leader at USC, and didn't do a national search for a head coach at one of the finest football storied institutions in the country. Didn't do his due diligence and hired an unproven assistant coach, and now they're paying for it, and they're going to have to keep him for a couple of years because there's just you're going to have to take your medicine.
In stark contrast to that, Scott Strickland, named Under Armour's Athletic Director of the Year in April of this year. He's overseen a record fundraising for the Mississippi State Athletic Program, new facilities such as the $11.7 million Mize Pavilion at Humphrey Coliseum, $25 million Leo Seal Jr. football complex, as well as a $75 million expansion and upgrades to Davis Wade Stadium. So that's a guy who is an athletic director, as opposed to Lynn Swan,
Imagine that.
who was a sideline reporter and a pretty good wide receiver for Terry Bradshaw.
Clueless.
I know we talked about this earlier.
Clueless leadership at USC right now.
When I think about switching to this country, over here from the left coast, back over to this country, the LSU situation.
Yeah.
I'm thinking they ought to just take every penny they got and go spend it and get Tom Herman.
Couldn't agree more.
He's the guy. Now, Urban Meyer's name is being floated out there.
Why would he do it?
Why would he leave Ohio State?
I'm not saying he would. I'm just saying it's being floated that obviously they're trying to go after him.
He knows the stress of the SEC.
Yeah.
He's had it on a first-name basis, the stress of the SEC.
And one more name. Why would Jimbo Fisher leave Florida State for LSU?
I can see that.
Why would he do it?
Because he has a history there.
I don't think he will.
Because you have to remember this. It's one of the best jobs in the country.
So I don't think it's better than Florida State.
Well,
no, it's not.
No,
Tom.
no. I don't think it's better than Florida State.
Tom, ask any football coach. I'll tell you. There's 2 or 3 premier jobs in the country like that. I mean, Spurrier will tell you that's a job he wanted worse than anything before he came to was LSU. That is the plum job.
I think in this day and age, LSU is not near as important to the football world as Florida State is.
There's no way, Tom. There's got so much more money. They have so much. Their reputation is so much.
Jimbo's making $7.5 million.
Deal. I mean, that money's not even an issue here. Anybody can pay $7 million. Money's not an issue, but the prestige job is LSU. You're talking about Notre Dame, LSU, Ohio State, that type of thing.
There is no way I would ever put LSU in the same vein as Ohio State and Notre Dame.
But football people do.
I believe I played more football than anybody in this room.
What's that got to do with it?
Okay, I played more college football than anybody in this room.
Say what program?
No, but you're sitting there telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about. What you're saying,
and
that's incorrect. I know
other people who coach football say this.
But I played football. I know storied programs.
Right.
Auburn is to me. Auburn's more important than LSU. Okay. Just because I don't agree with you, buddy, doesn't make me wrong or you wrong. We just don't agree.
I think if you're Jimbo, though, okay, if you're Jimbo with the life you have, the job you have, the recruiting train that you have at Florida State, he's got it made. He's got it all together. Why put yourself in the hornet's nest that is the SEC West at LSU? I just, for me, for him personally, I don't think it's worth it.
It may be true, but he was going to take it last year, so there's a reason he didn't. And excuse me, probably because it might have gotten pulled back. Because of the money situation at LSU with the president saying we're going to cut football out of the program, they couldn't afford to give him $15 million or whatever it was, $13
whatever
million
the buyout was. Yeah,
to do that, it would look stupid. And I guarantee you, Jimbo Fisher would take the job at LSU. I'm not saying it's a better situation for Jimbo in terms of what you said, the pressures to win at LSU, the situation you've got, like you say, a hornet's nest. The competition is much more difficult. I'm saying the job on the brand of LSU football is unbelievable.
Let me ask you this, buddy.
The passion in Baton Rouge for the Bengal Tigers is nearly second to none in the country. I will agree.
Let me ask you this. Let's take the Urban Meyer aspect of this. After the loss that happened this weekend at Duke, somebody is squarely on the hot seat in South Bend, Indiana. You don't lose to Duke. If that job comes open, that I'd be more worried about Urban Meyer taking if I'm Ohio State than I would LSU.
No, he's not going to take that job down. He's got it made there. He would not go to Notre Dame. But if I'm them, I'm going after Tom Herman. If I'm Notre Dame, that's who I'm going after. He's the hottest coach out there right now. He's the guy.
And Kevin Sumlin's kind of saved his job at Texas A&M.
Sort of, but he's not. Look, let's just say, here's what we'll play. You are the athletic director at, pick a school. You're at Notre Dame. You're at LSU.
You're at USC. Yeah.
You pick your guy that you want to go after. You think you can hire.
Yep.
I'll take Notre Dame. Okay. I'll take Notre Dame. Who do you guys want? Ohio State?
I'll take LSU.
Okay, and you're going to take USC?
You bet.
Okay. All right, who wants to go first on their pick? I'll go.
Go ahead.
Without question, I'm marching down to Houston. I'm offering Tom Herman anything he wants to come there.
Without question, I'm marching to Houston and asking Tom Harmon what it takes to get him in LSU.
Well, that makes sense.
Tom Harmon, that would really be a story.
Yeah.
Tom Herman.
Tom and Herman, yeah. But I'm going to get Tom Herman at Houston no matter what it costs.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I'm going to Seattle to take Pete Carroll.
Yeah, of course. No, I don't believe the NCAA. I don't believe the NCAA is going to let that happen.
Look up the word retread. Well, you see what does that mean? What does that mean?
That's unanimous. I'm totally in agreement with you about Tom Herman.
You got nobody else, really.
How about Dabo Swinney?
He would be a good choice. He might be my number two with Jimbo Fisher, Dabo Swinney. Those would be my three hot choices.
Because, I've heard a lot of USC people saying, well, let's go out after Les Miles now. He's too old. He's too old.
It's not even that. He's stubborn.
But
he's too stubborn.
If
you
need
want
a
to
younger,
hotter guy.
But if you want to talk about atmosphere and people, your fan base and everything that may be one of the best in the country, why would Dabo leave Clemson? Because in Clemson, remember, Coach Spurrier was at the second university in that state. South Carolina is always thought of as the second university in the state of South Carolina.
Well, you say why. You got to understand, what is the motivation of the individual? Is it money? Is it security? Is it not having to go up against the titans of college football and the SEC? What is your motivation? From that standpoint, Jimbo Fisher would do well to sit right where he is, although the ACC is looking a little bit tougher now. Louisville's got to change that situation. So, if you want, it depends on the person. I think Tom Harmon is the guy.
Besides, Georgia Southern's the best job in the country.
Well, you might be able to coach that team. Be available.
No, I was too good a football player.
Well, you don't have a job now.
The only great coaches were great football players. Average coaches were terrible football players.
Did he just say he was too good of a football player?
I heard it too.
Yeah, too good of a football player to coach. Either that or too mean-spirited to coach and not fair to children. Something. It's one of those. It's one of those.
Or it's, you're so great on radio. I can't make you have to leave radio. You're too great to leave radio.
Well, I'm leaving radio Friday. Here we go.
There you go.
Here we go. So I could have any
Tom,
Pop Warner team needs a
Tom
coach.
James, he didn't weigh in on that yet. Take a break and come back. Tom James, you can tell us what we're going to do. You got to can you get any room for over there at the CEP for us?
Sure.
How about we do your events for you? What do you call after hours? We can do
Business
that
after hours.
And
we've Felicia and I got a pretty good gig going in terms of a duo with that.
Right,
but
1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA.
The Source.
Stay with us and sleep better at the Sleep Inn and Suites of Ocala Bellevue, located next door to Don Garlett's Museum and a few minutes from Florida Horse Park. Our award-winning, newly refreshed Sleep Inn and Suites offers comfy, clean rooms, free fast Wi-Fi, and service with a smile. Start your day with a deluxe hot breakfast and unwind in our heated outdoor pool. Our convenient 24-hour fitness and business centers allow you to stay on track whether you're here to play or to work. That's Sleep Inn and Suites Ocala Bellevue, proud sponsor of Marion County High School football.
Down south, college football can be pretty intense. But there's one thing all fans can rally behind: tailgating with ice-cold Bud Light. So load up your cooler with America's favorite beer, fire up the grill, and get your game day playlist ready. No, not that one. This one. Because there's no place we'd rather be tailgating this college football season than Saturdays down south with Bud Light. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer, AB, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is Kendall Carpenter with Golden Ocala Golf and Equestrian Club. I want to introduce you to the finest equestrian opportunity available. If you love horses and enjoy Central Florida's mild climate and rich rolling landscape, come explore Golden Ocala. Bridle trails weave their way through this stunningly beautiful community of stately homes. Our state-of-the-art equestrian center will meet all of your equestrian needs with style. Visit us at goldenocala.com.
The following is a message from the Bud Light Party.
The Bud Light Party tackles the issues other candidates won't dare touch, like doors. They push, they pull, they even slide. Why can't doors make up their minds? Is that really who you want in charge of keeping people out of your home? The Bud Light Party has an open door policy, so come on in, America, and enjoy an ice cold Bud Light. This message approved by the Bud Light Party. Raise one to right now. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer, AB, St. Louis, Missouri.
On the next AM Ocala Live, Ken McGurn is coming on, a Vietnam veteran speaking about his candidacy for Congress.
News Bites, the hottest news and current events.
And then Pippa Mann, the first woman to win a pole position in the Indy Racecourse Series, speaking about breast cancer.
S.C. Gwynn will be speaking about his new book, The Perfect Past.
Kathy Lynn Taylor served at the White House for the National Security Council, speaking to us about her book, Red is the New Black.
Frank Lally will be speaking about your best health care now.
And then The Voice of Travel with Anthony James, all of that plus fun with Joe on the next AM Ocala Live.
Hey, this is Matt Wilkerson with Verizon. Do you have teenage drivers or elderly parents that drive? I have what you need. It's the new Hum device by Verizon. Plugs directly into your car and sends alerts to your cell phone on the location, speed, and driving habits. And you set boundary alerts. You can call and speak live with an ASC certified mechanic. And if you have an accident and can't respond, Hum will automatically send for help. All this and more for just $10 a month. And if you're in Marion County, I'll even deliver and set it up for free. Call me 352-528-0020.
FlySanford.com, Orlando Sanford International Airport. We are SFB. Simpler, faster, better.
Visiting friends and family or just looking for some fun? Book your vacation now to one of their nonstop destinations, including Amsterdam, Brussels, Mexico City, San Juan, as well as over 70 domestic destinations, including New Orleans.
For enjoyable travel, come to Orlando Sanford International Airport. We are SFB. Simpler, faster, better. Before you fly, FlySanford.com.
We all know the importance of good health, but we may not know the latest advances in medicine that are available to us. Monday at 9 a.m., Bern Paraiso will be our roving medical reporter to tell us about Seven Hill Gastroenterology PA and Dr. Reddy. We'll discuss screening, techniques, and more. So tune in and listen. This is more than news you can use. It's news that could save your life. That's Monday at 9:05 a.m.
Welcome back to the Voice of Ocala on the last Tuesday, last few minutes of the last Tuesday of the Voice of Ocala. I will do this as a programming note, though. It's my broadcast partner for Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week, brought to you by the McDonald Allstate Agency and also our good friends at HGG Hotels. We can tell people, even though the Voice of Ocala is going off the air Friday, the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week with Tom James, Tom Schmitz, and our statistician Richard Hildebrandt and Larry Whitler will still be on the radio through the end of the season.
Presented by McDonald Allstate Agency. You might have said that. I might have missed it, but yeah.
So we're still gonna do till the end of the season the
on
football
WOCA.
Game. So everybody that tunes into that, they'll be able to hear right here on WOCA the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week. And this week,
who do we have this Friday, Schmitty?
Lake Weir goes to a place you've never been. And I find it hard to believe that you graduated high school from this county, was born and raised here, you have never been.
Well, Schmitty, that
Bellevue High School.
That high school did not exist when I moved away, and I was gone for 2 decades. And all of a sudden, I came back, and there are all these new high schools.
Bellevue High School was not a high school here.
Correct.
I thought, Buddy, I thought you covered Bellevue Wildwood, Buddy, at one time. Was that
covered Wildwood?
Was it Wildwood? Wasn't Bellevue Wildwood?
Okay.
See, I get it all wrong.
No. Been around for a long time. Lake Weir's been around long. North Marion's been a long time. But remember, some of those other teams.
Vanguard was 1970, right?
There were some teams. Yeah, I wasn't here then. There were some teams that played 6-man football around here.
Oh, really?
Bronson. Levy County played 6-man football.
Really?
Yeah.
So, but it'll be John Brantley and his Bellevue Rattlers, who, by the way, gave Donnell and all they wanted 2 weeks ago.
By the way, had a message for you. I just want to talk to him. Tell Tom you know what he can do.
Well, I talked to John Brantley Sunday. I talked to him on the opening hole of my second round of the City Amateur, and then put a ball in the drink. I blame John Brantley.
Thanks to our special guest Anita for coming in today. We've had Roger Mooney,
Gerald Ergel.
Gerald Ergel, appreciate it, and Tom. On behalf of them, I'm Buddy Martin. Have a great night, everybody.
Bank approval.